Hello everyone. Just gonna stop and check here and see where it is that I'm showing live and where I'm not. Let's see if we can't get some games started here. But this game that I'm looking at now apparently does not have enough people playing. Try to make sure I'm live on the YouTubes. Yes, I am. Yep. Let's go make sure one other place here. Mostly concerned about Rumble, whether or not it's working right. Yep, Rumble is also working. Well, I don't want to wait for fucking ever. For them to find me players. But the thing about them is that it actually is a little hard to switch out of this. They don't make it very easy. I need to find a different game. Let's see. Nice music, at least. Let's see.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Oh, so that's like somewhat treacherous. Good. Let's see how hard I find this game. I don't even know. Ah. Oops, it's not what I wanted. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, this is majorly boring. Man, I think I'd rather watch paint dry. Okay, I'm trying to make sure. Okay. Let's see if Montygraph's changed his mind about getting online. Nope, he's still not live. Is Lori really doing anything? Oh, she's actually telling everybody that she's going to be right back. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember something that I was thinking about reviewing. And I said at the time, I may have to watch this and review it. It's this about this guy named Christopher Boozy. I just gotta find the link. I think I'll have to look where I commented. That really is. This right here is going to be way more interesting. It's about a crypto scam thing. So go to present, share screen. There's this guy named Christopher Boozy that bullies people a lot online, and he seems to be a scammer that sells you a load of bunk. And this is a recent video about him. He is currently the CEO of Bont Sentinel. I'm assuming that the video is going to explain all that here. We'll see.
Scammer Christopher Ellis Boozy, who in 2014 defrauded the Blackcoin cryptocurrency community of $13,000 in donations and many more $1,000 by falsely inflating the coin via a pump and dump scheme. Why are we doing this? Because Christopher Boozy has been scamming people online since at least 2009 according to our records, using a variety of different ploys and cons. But by far, the worst scams have to be those where his willful and blatant manipulation of genuine communities that believed in him and his ideals, and it is those that we are determined to stop. We are going to develop a series of comprehensive videos that are available for public viewing, that each concentrate on one area of his many scams. Aside from the cryptocurrency scam, you will also get to hear about Boozy's other deviant businesses. From trying to sell fake human lie detectors, To
Oh, gosh.
creating AI bartenders for technologically naive consumers, and from creating illegal bot farms, to doxing people under the moniker of the greater good. Other videos will concentrate on Mr. Boozy's blackmail and extortion attempts and the various ways he silences people. Only recently Boozy bragged to thousands of people that the cryptocurrency rumors about him are lies and cannot be proved. We say challenge accepted, Mr. Boozy. Enjoy.
It's amazing, really, how people will get away with bullshit for years and years before they finally get caught. And sometimes there are some people that they only get charged with doing anything until the outcry reaches, I don't know, an acceptable level to people. So where everyone is like, that should be annoyed about it, is sufficiently annoyed, and that's when the government starts to do something.
Enjoy the show.
We'll start roughly around 5 minutes after 4. Give everyone enough time to come in. So if you want to get your favorite drink now or something to eat, I suggest you do so, because I promise this is going to be a good one. Okay. Of all the attacks that we thought that they used, stuff that's been around for a long time, you may have seen about crypto and all this craziness that they can never articulate because there's nothing to articulate.
In March 2014, Boozy appeared in the Blackcoin group using the name Iconic Expert. He later admitted he had been watching the group for a few weeks to understand its dynamics. Boozy spends less than a week in the group before pushing his first scam. He informs the group he has a friend in the financial community who has some really cool ideas for the Blackcoin community.
It took him a week.
Boozy says that he can make a Blackcoin card which would be like a MasterCard for the currency. He does not ask the developers for permission and brags about his dubious and unproven credentials. Boozy begins to take orders for the cards and supplies his crypto addresses for payment in Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Litecoin or Blackcoin. He charges $20 a card. Orders flood in and the group is excited. However, the reality was that Boozy did not develop the cards himself. Instead, he ordered a batch from a factory in China, which was a fake-looking credit card with a USB attached to the side. Boozy loaded his software onto the USB and stated that they were especially produced cards. After 2 months of waiting, only a few had received the cards. Over 60 orders were never filled and payments non-refundable as they were cryptocurrency. When angry investors challenged Boozy, he refused to return their money and eventually had them blocked from his groups.
He kind of demands trust and honesty. Because right now, if you send me 20 Bitcoins and I say, I'm going to send you 5 billion XPY coins, that once I send the Bitcoins to you and you don't send me my coins, no police officer, no federal agency, nothing can really make heads or tails of it, especially cross country. We've seen a few things happening down in the States right now with Bitcoin scams, like the BFL thing, which
I guess I don't understand why he was never charged with fraud to begin with. That's what I don't get.
However, the investors did not immediately realize that Boozy had no intention of sending them their cards or a refund. The majority were happy instead of suspicious when Boozy immediately launched his next scam. Boozy announces a Black Wall Street promotional event for the card and stresses that his partner and himself have been planning this together for some time. The idea is to hire 50 attractive black women to walk up and down Wall Street handing out the Blackcoin wallet cards. He explains that all his plans and schemes up until this point have led to this moment, the execution of his master plan. Boozy says that in order to make this happen, he needs to now crowdfund for more funds and donations, or the event cannot happen and the coin cannot gain more value. He asks the group to fund the following. Within 10 days, Boozy makes his $12,000 donation target, which he will only accept in cryptocurrency payment. Investors are excited, and a couple of them plan their own side event for Wall Street to complement Boozy's event. They had hired the actress Emma Jean Delia to be a promo girl and main attraction on the day. Boozy erupts with rage that a girl has been chosen without his oversight and said that her image was not on par with his vision of the coin as the lead organizer. He becomes rude, aggressive, and confrontation with investors and the developers, which shocks everyone. To make matters worse, the Blackcoin owners announced that they were now crowdfunding so that they could hire a professional PR person for the coin for future events. Boozy was
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get quite how this works. I mean, do you normally just hire somebody to do that without someone like his input? Maybe I'm
furious about this and angrily remonstrated publicly with the team, insulting them and questioning their coding abilities. Boozy kept making the point that he was trustworthy and honest because everyone knew his name, and that the developers were the untrustworthy ones as their identities were anonymous, but this was not unusual in crypto in 2014. Boozy started rumors that the developers were delegitimizing his efforts and had not supported his Wall Street event. Boozy warns the group that he has been secretly accumulating hundreds of thousands of coins. And if he isn't listened to, he will pull all of his money out and crash the coin, which means everyone loses their total investment.
Yikes.
Investors are panicked and vent their fury at Boozy's blackmail attempt.
Yeah. We apologize. Wait, what is free this? Back up. I don't even know what this is an image of, really. So let's back up.
Investors are panicked and vent their fury at Boozy's blackmail attempt.
So let's read that here. All of your promotions are egotistical, self-centered, and are solely focused around pushing your own shit product. Nothing but a snake oil salesman, taking away from the real community to feed your own ambition of glory and worship. In short, you are toxic, your agenda is toxic, and your promo is thinly veiled advertisement for your own greed and product. If you had any decency, you would apologize, step down, get the fuck out, so we can move on with our fucking lives, you useless piece of internet shit. Gosh. Yikes. Another user adds, you have taken over this forum. Most of this forum is littered with your projects, ideas, negative and destructive rants. These ideas always have a price tag that the community ships in for. Coming from someone that has donated your project, I'd appreciate it if you would tone yourself down. Stop with them against me and you against them mentality. You are hurting everyone. You seem to not understand that you are helping with one hand and destroying with another. People want you to bring ideas forward, confidently engage. The way you're going about it sometimes brushes people off the wrong way and is destructive. Please don't tell me how much marketing genius you are, because with this attitude, you're doing the total opposite. You're ultimately hurting the brand. Another user piles on after checked Bozo's Bitcoin wallet for the donations. He calculated the Bozo had accrued 16,000 towards the Wall Street event. And what was posted next? So then I guess from the same most board, someone posted, apologize to the community and team for his insults and outbursts regarding their efforts he had. Yes, I for one would like to see a genuine reply from you, not one talking about yourself or your products or your interests. And go ahead, folks, keep paying the man's bills while he plays with your emotions on how his new genius idea is going to help Blackcoin grow. Your press release campaign was a bloated scam. You should return my donation. Do you really think I believe your intentions after that? Do you know you ripped people off? You ripped my artwork for the USB wallets, then scammed people asking for BC donations, knowing quite well BC price was moving up. So people ended up losing coins, and you making double and triple profit, $5 with the cost of the USB wallet, but you had to profit and ask for 20. I mean that. I mean, your goal is always to make a profit. I mean, would it have been better if you just asked for 10? Then you find out the team is organizing to move projects forward. You feel threatened. You start to spread FUD because your scams are in jeopardy of losing funding. Listen, I care less what you do, but to say you are coming here to help promote BC, lol, while taking people's coins to flush them down the toilet, to cash out, to pay your bills, hold them for personal gain. Dude, you're in the crap list. You're in the crap list with me. Huh.
Out of the blue, Boozy posts an announcement. In it, he accuses the development team of undermining his efforts because they want to keep the price low to buy more for themselves. He says that the Wall Street event was really a test to see their intentions. Boozy again warns he has secretly accumulated enough of the stock that if he sells it all, it will destroy the coin and everyone's investments. Boozy blackmails the group into demanding the resignation of the owners and that they provide him with their crypto wallet addresses so that he can monitor if they are selling any of their stock within a 60-day time limit. The developers are furious and the investors are disgusted. There are immediate demands for refunds of the still undelivered Blackcoin cards.
Can't read this very well. Shortly after, however, a message was posted in the Bitcoin Talk forums. I don't even know where they're getting this from. I just know that they're including it in the video. Shortly after, however, I'm going to move this over here. It's going to be easier to read it. Shortly after, however, a message was posted on the Bitcoin forums allegedly by someone who had the original Bitcoin Talk account and told everyone Iconic Expert was no longer part of the XLB because of his previous Blackcoin shenanigans. Excuse me. Pop. For those of you unaware, Iconic Expert had organized a Blackcoin event and collected roughly 13,000 donations to get the event funded. However, the event never took place and people don't get their money back either. And in turn, Iconic Expert now claims he's the victim of all this, and the original inner circle waited for his Liberty Day announcement so they could dump their coins at a very high price. So a lot of finger pointing going both ways without much proof of who did what exactly. Regardless of who was right and who was wrong, as I am not taking sides here, but just reporting what we know to be facts at this point, the real victims of the Liberty Coin community, not to mention the people who have a ton of money invested. This once again goes to show you that investing in crypto, and more specifically altcoins, means you have to do your own research about a coin before investing. It is impossible to see every potential pitfall along the way, but most can easily be avoided. We will keep you updated on the Liberty Coin situation as more news becomes available, but I can see the community taking over this coin fairly soon. That is assuming there are enough people willing to save it after all of this. Prices are currently below 5,000 Satoshi. And it's hard to read the rest.
Cards as well as the donations. The development team tell him that he has just committed a felony and is probably also the person attacking the coin's infrastructure. Boozy responds that they don't have enough for a federal case.
Setting up an environment, see, it's this environment that allows many of these scams to happen because people are very comfortable with anonymous developers. That's the issue. Because when you can remain anonymous, then you can do whatever you want to do. You can run your scams and you can run multiple scams.
Yeah.
So for the developer,
It was a big scam during lots of the coins coming out. Yes, you're right.
right?
It was huge.
Right.
Like how many of those, you will recall them, how many of those photographs we saw of a cheap looking card and a little USB stick and something else. And we saw like 4 or 5, 10 of those, the exact same thing, promises of, merchant payment systems. Well, believe it or not, Dougherty, we have merchant payment systems.
By now the penny had dropped that the $12,000 raised in community donations and the black coin wallet cards have been pilfered by Christopher Boozy. That, combined with his blackmail and extortion attempts, lead to some members giving him death threats and he and his family are doxxed. Investors are furious. Some have plowed thousands into his schemes in good faith and bought coins when he said to. Instead of being repentant, Boozy states that he is now interested in promoting another coin and will be withdrawing his total holdings. Boozy knew full well that this would lose others thousands in investments and did not care. He laughed in the face of legal threats and mocked those challenging him in frustration and shock. The forum is closed due to the amount of threats. Boozy creates his own thread for his next coin where he is the admin and can censor and ban investors trying to warn others about his extortion, blackmail and fraudulent financial activities.
Wow.
But lots of coins scam people out of saying they were going to do that and never did, and the coins are delisted.
Right. And that's one of the things I didn't want to do. Like, I didn't want to come out and make a bunch of promises. I just wanted to be able to say, hey, now we have this, now we have that. And you have all these developers, quote unquote developers, that say, oh yeah, we're going to have X, Y, and Z, but they just say that to get the community excited to pump.
I mean, if anything, this is why, I would never spend much time investing in Bitcoin, because I don't really feel like, I don't really know what kind of consumer protections there are to kind of prevent someone from, just mass fraud. It's like you got to be able to look out for yourself, but it's too easy to get taken, I think.
Pump a coin, and then they never deliver, and they move on to something else, and they create multiple coins over and over again.
There you can hear Boozy telling the world how he navigated each crypto community, artificially inflating the coin for his own profit, and tearing it down, losing others thousands each time. There is no remorse, no conscience, no morality for the hundreds of investors who had scraped together more money than they could afford on a wicked and vile scam. In the next
people like him are never sorry. We're never sorry.
Episode, you will hear what Boozy did next and how the aftermath of the black coin scandal impacted cryptocurrency as a whole. You will hear how Christopher Boozy learns how to use bots and alts for the first time, to manipulate group thinking and sway opinion. It doesn't matter how you try to bury the past, Mr. Boozy. It doesn't matter how much you say that it's lies. Everything we have found is in the public domain, and many are still willing to comment under the safety of anonymity. We owe it to those before us to make sure justice is done. And we will.
Okay, looks like there's a
new twist in a story we've been closely following here on CBS Mornings, a surge in so-called romance scams. According to the FBI, there's a major new category of these scams, crypto dating scams, where fraudsters convince people.
Greetings, world. This is a warning video about the notorious cryptocurrency scammer, Christopher Ellis Boozy, who in 2014 defrauded.
Let's see if there's. This is the one we want.
Greetings, world. Welcome to episode 2 of the Boozy Files. This episode reviews the 2014 Liberty Coin scam. In this episode, you are going to hear about what Boozy did next, how he infiltrated a new investor group and managed to silence all those attempting to ring the alarm about his previous black coin scam. You are also going to see for the first time how Boozy began to realize how he could use bots and alts to manipulate and sway public thinking and opinion. You are also going to hear about his vile attempts to again extort and blackmail a group of new people who had faith in him to do the right thing by their investments. If you thought that his previous scam was blatant, immoral and ethically corrupt, you haven't seen anything yet. Enjoy the show. As usual, everything we have found is in the public domain. After he had been banned from the Blackcoin forum, Boozy had realized that the community as a whole was becoming aware of the fact he had pilfered thousands in donations and then crashed the Blackcoin out of spite. Boozy knew that he would have to find some other way of swaying public opinion because now no one trusted him. Boozy decided to create several other alts in order to support his ideas, push his preferred narrative and most importantly, crush and silence anyone who attempted to warn new investors. Boozy was later caught out as internet provider service checks were made against all members of the community. Boozy was found to have 6 confirmed alternative personalities, however 3 of them were the most prolific in helping him to complete his next scam. Please take a moment to familiarize yourselves with these 3 names. All were Boozy in disguise. Whilst Boozy is over on the Blackcoin thread threatening his coup on the developers, he also uses an alt named Trios to enter the Liberty Coin thread, a brand new coin that had opened for trading a day earlier on May 11, 2014. Trios appears friendly and engaged. He wants to know who the top wallet holders are. The investors welcomed Trios and presumed this was so that he could assess the popularity of the coin. However, the reality was that Boozy was trying to find out how many coins he would need to secretly accumulate to be the biggest coin holder. He could then gain control of the development team by eventually threatening to crash the coin by withdrawing all of investment without warning. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
2 days
Yes, it does.
later, Boozy appears for the first time on the Liberty Coin forum as himself. He is authoritative and alarms the investors when he says that he is interested in promoting this coin and getting the word out. He declares that Liberty Coin is my new love. Investors who were aware of Boozy from the Blackcoin scam were alarmed by this sudden announcement without the development team's approval and attempted to warn the others. It is at this point that Boozy deploys his alts, Trios, Bramian and Barabbas to insult, denigrate, out-argue and silence the real critics.
It's really sad that you try to, when you do try to warn people that, you know, it's like you get almost treated like you're, you know, that character from the book that yelled, the sky was falling, the little boy that cried wolf or whatever. And people don't listen, and then just the
Some genuine investors are swayed by their arguments that Boozy
the links that they will go to, creating all those alts, and you know the time and energy they spend into trying to hide what they're doing. almost outweighs the amount of time that they spend on the scam itself.
Boozy just made a mistake. That Boozy has learned his lesson, that Boozy was unfairly accused and that it was the others who were the scammers. Boozy is allowed to stay after most are insulted into silence. Triost and Barabbas demand that Boozy has another chance. Breathtakingly, Boozy suddenly announces that he has decided to promote the coin officially. He has not asked the developers. Boozy's multiple alts are delighted and others join in with their enthusiasm for the new promoter and all the profits that he has promised them. In Boozy's introductory announcement he states that the Black Coin Group were jealous and bitter that he had decided to leave them and join Liberty Coin. He states that it is their fault that they have ended up holding useless bags of coins and that their project is dead. Triost and Barabbas mock them by laughing at their tanked investments.
A Paycoin that was just bad. That was really bad, and there's quite a few people who got hurt by that. But you should have seen that coming.
However, Boozy has a problem as one investor will not stop trying to warn others about Boozy's previous theft. He posts incessantly and frantically, having lost thousands to Boozy before. Boozy floods the group with more alts who have the specific purpose of shouting the investor down, and it works. Boozy posts his first official announcement to the Liberty Coin Group. He insists that Liberty Coin will be the next Bitcoin. To show his faith in the coin, he informs that he has created Liberty Day for the 27th of May 2014. Boozy says he has created some technology that will catapult the coin into the top 60 within a month and he will showcase it on Liberty Day. It is a new wallet-type card called Liberty Express. Sound familiar? Barabbas tells him what a good idea it is and he should start taking pre-orders for the cards immediately. Bramian calls Boozy a genius. Other new alts join in. Notes the similarities that Boozy and Barabbas share in their typing skills. To evidence that they are two different people, Boozy posts private messages between them where they are arguing about who was to blame for the Black Coin scam. Boozy scoffs at the idea that he is Barabbas. The investors do not find out until much later that they are one and the same and that Boozy had many arguments and discussions with himself to convince the group that they were different people. This manages to fool the development team who give him the password to the forum and access to the coin's infrastructure network. Boozy announces that now he is part of the official development team and from now on all statements from him should be assumed to be official. He does not respond when an investor asks him repeatedly about getting his donation back and suddenly the investor is banned from the group. The investor returns with a new name and warns. But no one takes any notice. The next day is Boozy's self-proclaimed Liberty Day. Boozy and his alts Bramian, Triost, and Barabbas spend most of their time encouraging people to buy as much of the coin as they can. They must buy before the launch, which distracts the now excited investors. Boozy promises new technology never seen before in the crypto community. He declares that he has arranged a press release to garner more interest and there is a good chance the project will go viral and the price increase. Over and over he and his alts manipulate the investors into imagining being rich, buying expensive cars and even having private planes. All they need to do is trust in him, and have faith in Liberty Day. Finally Liberty Day dawns. Hundreds of investors are online, excitedly waiting for Boozy's announcement. Many are expecting.
Can you just imagine dedicating that much time and energy just to, continue your scam, making all those alts and trying to cover your tracks to make sure that it's not obvious that it's the same people. And that you would manage to done this once before and then get away with it a second time is crazy.
Good returns on their investment. However, excited anticipation turns to shock and horror when Boozy's official announcement is finally posted. Instead of immediately showcasing his new product, Boozy's announcement begins with an accusation that the developers are scammers and that he has caught them slowly withdrawing profits. Boozy alleged that this was to keep the price of the coin low so that they could buy more for themselves and their friends. He attacks the developers, questioning their credentials, their right to developer anonymity and their private lifestyles. He ends with a motion to the investors that moving forward he should take over the project immediately and that the development team resign. He then introduces the Liberty Coin card and informs that he has a deal with one of the top software bundling companies in the United States. Boozy states his intention is to change the nature of the coin from cryptocurrency into a software product. Investors are stunned and horrified. Boozy disappears from the forum after his announcement whilst Triost, Bramian and Boozy's other minor personalities stay to manipulate them into giving him a chance. Here you can witness Boozy operating under one of his main alts, Barabbas. It is shameless, willful, deviant manipulation designed to rape the pockets of genuine investors and stamp on their trust and goodwill. Since Boozy made his forced takeover announcement, the price of the coin plunges. Within a few hours, investors had lost a total of 70% of their investment. It seems that an anonymous investor who had a huge holding of coins was suddenly pulling it out in large increments. The development team make an emergency statement. They stated that without warning Boozy had logged into the forum and changed the passwords so the development team could not access the portal. Boozy then contacted the developers and stated that if he wasn't listened to he would access the coin's infrastructure and fork the coin. This basically means that he would split Liberty Coin into two new coins, making everyone's investment in the original Liberty Coin worthless. The development team also discover that it is Boozy who is dumping the coin to pilfer the profit and tank everyone's investment. Chaos erupts in the group. A bounty is placed on Boozy's head for the thousands he has just cost people.
That's not good.
Here you can read some of the development team's emergency statement to the shocked investors.
So, this morning, one of our members changed the password of the Bitcoin account. A few hours later after that, we got a message from our iconic expert threatening to fork Liberty Coin. We started a new thread because we had changed the password. Obviously, that sounded nuts. After that, he joined the IRC channel where Templar77 already had been for a few hours. Said he was trying to work for Liberty Coin, but I was always in his way. I asked him what the problem was, but he never answered that. I told him that I still wanted to collaborate with him, but he said he was done with Liberty Coin and he left. After that, the price plummeted to from 12k Satoshi to 5k Satoshi. We gave him access to the account almost a week ago. He asked for more Liberty Coin. When we received from him, we were not well informed of what he had done in the black coin community. All the work when he was involved, our thread was flooded with attacks against him. And in the beginning, we didn't give much importance to those posts, for we thought it was coming from trolls, but days passed and the attacks against him never stopped. So we decided to investigate more about him. I mean, it just seems like you should have been investigating to begin with.
Furious arguing breaks out. Black coin investors flood into the Liberty Coin forum demanding their money back and calling Boozy a prolific scammer. Boozy responds by threatening to dox them as he has all their addresses from when they ordered the black coin cards. He says that he will air all their dirty laundry if they keep accusing him of scamming. The developers are determined to get to the bottom of Boozy's die-hard supporters. They contact the admins of the whole platform and explain the situation. Checks are made and both the development team and the investors are shocked to discover that Boozy has been operating at least 6 other accounts. The team are so shocked because all the alts have different personalities and the accounts are years old and well established. Although Boozy is now locked out, the consequences of his behavior in terms of the coin are catastrophic for both the investors and the development team. In addition, the coin's infrastructure is suddenly attacked, which leads to more suspicions that it is Boozy attempting to completely destroy the coin and all of its assets. Investors have lost thousands and are angry and devastated. The community is in ruins, with everyone arguing and blaming each other for allowing Boozy and his multiple personalities back into the crypto world after everything he did to the Black Coin group. Those of you who have already listened to episode 1 should now be able to see the clear links in Boozy's deviant, manipulative behavior, as he transfers seamlessly from scam to scam. All involve instilling fake trust and faith. All involve silencing doubt, dissent, and fair critique, in whatever way possible. All involve the strong-armed insertion of a psychopathic individual into a pre-chosen, well-meaning community. He has no regard for anyone else's hard work, effort, time, commitment, and most of all, money.
Amazing how long this was able to go
Boozy
on.
is a truly twisted individual who is
Amazing.
not content with one scam but instead chooses this behavior as a way
And
of
he's
life.
still scamming people today.
He gauges his superiority on his ability to hurt, manipulate and rip off those who are trusting and who operate from a sphere of good faith. In episode 3 you are going to hear how Boozy is now forced to change tack as he is known as a scammer. How does he get around this problem? What strategy does he adopt, using all what he did before, to attempt to con and destroy yet another crypto community and all
And
of
I
their
don't think they've yet to
investment?
post
This is why
episode 3
he
yet.
must be stopped. And he will be stopped.
And this was posted 2 months ago. Wonder if he got too afraid to try and do episode 3. Just comment asking. Now I can do video editing if you need help, but also be interested in interviewing you on my Rumble show. Okay, so let them know that I'm interested in an interview. Let's see if this channel has any way for me to contact them. Nope. That's all we got. Well, the next thing I want to do here, let's see what. Lori is live, but she's just not doing anything. I think I would just be watching the.
This is a bar that I'd like to try to go to. It's called the Crazy Man Stompin' Grounds. I think that would be
fun. Do we
fun.
really want to watch her go to a bar?
But that would just be for like a beer or something.
Not really.
I thought the Amish didn't sue people. He's like jerked over Amish. I thought the Amish, he can forgive sex offenders, but he can't forgive people calling him names or whatever. What a baby. Vern is a big baby. Vern is a big old baby. We need a new nickname for Vern. Well, we need a good name for Vern, guys. A baby name. What's a good baby?
Let's see.
Needs a good baby name. Look at that. Can you see it? That's pretty cool. There's a skeleton in a bathtub. We need to have a good nickname for Vern because he's a big baby. What's a good baby name for Vern? Crybaby Tifa. What is a good baby name for Vern? Let's see.
I think it would be more fun to.
We'll think something's gonna hit us that's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's Vern. He's like a Cabbage Patch doll. He reminds me of like a Cabbage Patch doll. Well, I guess we could just go to Hoppers. Let's just go to Hoppers. Okay, maybe we will go. Oh no, they're not open. I don't see any. Okay, they're not open. Oh damn it! And here I was gonna go get those frog legs. Damn it! Everything is closed on Sunday. Damn it! A limp noodle burn.
Let's.
All right, let me think. We got to think of what.
Let's do the.
Oh, I love this song.
Unbreaded.
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Me.
I'm trying to figure out why I still hear Lori. Okay, close it. Let's see. Unflirted Chronicles. I'm going to let the wonderful people under Aikido Laws Forum know that I am doing a watch session of Unbread. Because they're going to want to join. Question is here, do I want to keep streaming this to YouTube? Join us to watch the rest on Rumble. Put that in the comment section. Alright, I am sorry, YouTubes, but we are going to end this for now, and we're going to be on, at least on Rumble and my Twitch page, and we're gonna stay on Twitter for a little bit. But I think for the rest of this, we're gonna go primarily to Rumble. So, laters!